Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. I hope you're having a great day. So I think on June 10th, I told you guys that Paxos was added to the Forbes Fintech 50. Since then, they've cut deals with, with Interactive Brokers, and it was another one just a few days ago I told you about. But the big deal is that they've cut another deal with PicPay. PicPay is a digital app, which is pretty cool because they're launching this crypto exchange in Brazil with PicPay, and they'll be able to, their customers or PicPay's customers will be able to buy, sell, and hold Bitcoin and Ethereum. One would think that they're probably going to wind up expanding on that list of coins that they'd be able to do that with. Even if they stayed with the one, right now in the United States, Cash App only does Bitcoin in comparison. Japan's Shinsei Bank, I apologize, is looking to use, now here's what caught my attention. They're looking to give customers rewards, Bitcoin rewards, and XRP. That's right, I said XRP. So as I look at XRP and their continuing battle with the SEC, I keep telling people don't sleep on that, because as soon as that lawsuit goes away, as soon as United States exchanges are now allowed, well, not now, but will be allowed to relist XRP, it's going, in my humble opinion, I think it's going to skyrocket. So I'm deep on XRP. I was an XRP believer. I was a Ripple believer a long time ago, and I am now. So that's what I'm looking at the moment. That's really what I'm looking at. So that deal with Shinsei Bank says that XRP still has a lot of utility. Pay attention. Pay attention. Even if you just look at, the tiny little incremental moves up. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that it was at, I think, 29 cents. Then it moved up to 30, 31. Then it hit 33. It stayed there for a while. Now you're looking at numbers that are above 35 cents on a regular. So that's why I keep paying attention to this, because it's doing this whole creep forward thing. Just a little bit here, a little bit there, and it establishes a new level, and it maintains and establishes a new level and maintains. Things are going to absolutely change with regard to XRP. I'm just looking for that lawsuit to go away, and then I think it'll be that quick. Samsung, this is crazy cool. Samsung has cut a few deals with different retailers across South Korea. And what this is meant to do is to bring real world utility to Samsung's NFT ecosystem. Now, what that means is if you're an NFT holder, you've purchased a Galaxy S22 or a Galaxy Tab, S8, you'll be able to take those NFTs, go to certain retailers in South Korea, show them the NFT, and get certain perks and discounts. Pretty cool use of NFTs. As we keep going, you're going to see more and more usefulness of NFTs, and not just pretty little pictures. There's more to it than you think. Just do your own research and you'll see what I mean. Now, Huobi founder Leon Lee is looking to dump or shed about 60% of his holding in the company. And now you have Sam Bankman-Fried of FTX and Justin Sun of Tron. You know who my preference is going to be, right? Sam. Both vying for at least a piece of that 60%. One would think that Sam Bankman-Fried would want all of it. But I want you to pay attention to that. Imagine if FTX owned Huobi, or a big chunk of Huobi. That's a big China crypto exchange. That could actually have huge ramifications in the future. Huge ramifications. And pretty good ones for FTX. Okay? Sam has been making big moves to take the, big moves to take FTX beyond the crypto space, right? In another move, FTX entered into a deal with Paradigm. Now, Paradigm is a digital investment firm. So what they're doing is they're saying you're going to be able, and I want to read this to you so I can get it right. They're going to be able to bring futures spread trading on digital asset products for the users of both platforms. That's a major deal. So spot spreads, those kinds of things. That's going to be a very big deal. Let me actually read this to you because I want to get it right. Create a future spread trading product for users of both companies. Users will be able to trade the spread between spot, perpetual, and fixed maturity futures across 8 digital assets. Those assets are Litecoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin. Bear with me as I get the rest of the list. ApeCoin, Avalanche, Doge, Chainlink, and Solana. That is a wide swath of coins, all in the top 20. Some even, obviously, in the top 10. That's a very big deal to be able to do that. This deal takes a traditional finance look at digital assets and brings those services over to digital assets. Again, FTX is now a derivatives company, and they're looking to grow that reach. This is a significant addition to their feature package. So when I look at this and I look at FTX, like I said yesterday, go take a look at yesterday's video. I'm looking at major changes in SEX life, centralized exchanges. Some of them are positioned very well, and some of them are not positioned all too well. But for those that are positioned well, they're trying to make that leap or bridge that gap between digital asset exchange, crypto exchange space, and traditional finance space. And the quicker they can do that, the better off they'll be. Why? Sounds crazy, but it's not. Specifically, it's because it brings additional revenue streams to their respective exchanges. This is why you see so much work happening on a traditional side to get into the cryptoverse. They're rushing to get in, and the reason why is because if they don't, they know that they'll lose out. It's easier to go from traditional to crypto and harder for crypto to go the other way. But when crypto goes the other way, they're bringing a lot more savings, and that opens the door to a lot more transactions and a lot more users. Do your own research in this space and pay attention to who's doing what and how. Pay attention to who's involved in those projects. Again, I stress, do your own research. I'm not here to build up any ideas about a given project. I'm here just to share with you what me and my kids are looking at with regard to what we are researching. So, something else that we research as a bonus. I wanted to buy some Bitcoin. I wanted to buy it quick, but I said, wait a minute. I looked at Coinbase and I looked to see how much it costs, and I was like, whoa, that's a lot of money. Then I looked at Simplex. Whoa, even more money. Then I looked at Cash App. Half the price. Half the price of Coinbase. So I snatched up Bitcoin the way I wanted. I moved it to a wallet that I wanted and made an exchange for XRP the way I wanted. Saving money. That whole transaction process costs less than me just purchasing Bitcoin from Coinbase. Excuse me. I try to pay attention to that math because it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you start thinking about, because, when I track my numbers, I'm tracking not just, the number of coin that I purchased and at what purchase price, but I'm also tracking the fee and tying that into what my strike price would be. Right? So think about that math. Whatever coin costs $1, right? But the fee for that transaction cost me, call it 3 cents. So my strike price for that particular thing is $1.03, not $1. Because obviously I've got to make back my money, for that fee. That's how I determine all of my strike prices across the board. And that's something to really pay attention to. All right, let's get into the number. Oh, before we get into the numbers, Know that this week is a big retail numbers week. You have a number of large retailers coming in. I don't have that list in front of me, I'm sorry, but you could easily look that up and see that there are a number of retailers coming in with money this week. And hopefully we'll see, if they're going to be doing well, if they're going to be doing poorly. I did have a conversation. I was shopping for a car for my daughter this weekend, and I was speaking to the general manager and the salesperson, and they were telling me about how they're paying attention to the $42 billion. Remember, I reported that last week. $42 billion in credit card debt just in Q2. They said that's going to translate over into automobile loans and how many people are going to start defaulting on those loans. And that means what? It means that you're going to see a lot more repossessions. You're going to see a lot more used cars on the market. And that's going to affect new car sales, which is going to do what? It's going to drop prices. So they're expecting prices to drop by the end of the year, early next year, which is good because I got another daughter that we have to get a car for. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Anyway, let's get to the numbers. I'm not going to show the spreadsheet today, only because I think we can get just as good a picture from looking at some of the other things that we're talking about. So if you look at this picture right here, Bitcoin did touch over $25,000 this weekend. That's a very big deal. Dropped down to 24, but I want you to think about what I just said. Dropped down to 24. It had been been trying to get to 24 for a while, and I told you I'm looking for things to stay above 22. So be able to say that we hit 25 and came back down to 24, I'm not upset. As long as we're above 22,000 for Bitcoin, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm not thrilled that we hit over 2,000 over the past few days for Ethereum, but I want you to look at that number, 1898. We're well above the 1,000 that we were at, the below 1,000 we were at just a few weeks ago. So you're looking at a place where you're almost double your money compared to a couple of weeks ago. Not a couple, but a few weeks ago, let's say 3-4 weeks. So that's actually a very big deal. When I look at Matic, Matic is one of my favorite coins. It's at 96 cents after busting through $1 over the weekend. Now, that tells me if I can hit it now, I'll come back down, there'll be some profit taking, I'll wind up hitting it again. So what am I doing? You know what I'm doing. DCA, DCA, DCA. Why? Because everybody goes, oh, but you're buying and it's on its way up. I'm buying, sure, it's on its way up or on its way down, but at this level, you are still, across most coins, above 70% off of their all-time highs. For most coins. This is why I'm doing it. There's just a lot going on here, a lot that you can unpack, and a lot of ways that you can still get in, hold on, and watch things go up over time. There's a lot more news coming. There's a lot more positivity coming. I announced yesterday that my company, Rebel Vino and Rebel Reach, are now both Web3 companies because you'll be able to now accept Web3 or cryptocurrencies on the two platforms. So imagine hosting your website. We help you future-proof your brand by enabling you to purchase, .eth, .crypto. Then we take it another step and we say, well, hey, if you've got an e-commerce site, you can get paid via crypto. And not just paid via crypto, but paid in such a way that it is an equivalent to OTC, meaning over-the-counter transaction, meaning a transaction between two parties and no third person in between. That is a big deal. More to come on that, but I wanted you guys to know what we're doing. Not to mention that our parent company I own, Rebel Visions Corporation, is a part of the Metaverse Standards Forum. When I say we're getting deep into Web3 technology and deep into Metaverse technologies, I really do mean it. We've got more coming. A lot more. Anyway, it's Eddie J on Crypto. I hope you like what I'm doing, like what me and my kids are researching. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and absolutely hit the notification bell so you know when I drop a new video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.